Renunciation is the background of all religious thought, wherever it be, and you will always find that in proportion as it diminishes, in proportion as the senses creep into the field of religion, so in the same ratio will spirituality die out. This man, Sri Ramakrishna, was the very embodiment of renunciation. He was a triumphant example, a living realization of the complete renunciation of lust and money. He was far beyond any idea of either, and such a man was necessary for this present age. Such renunciation is necessary in these days when men have begun to think that they cannot live a month without what they call their necessities, which they are at the same time increasing in geometrical ratio. It was necessary that in a time like this, one man should arise to demonstrate to the skeptics of the world that he cared not a straw for all the gold and all the wealth that was in the universe. There are still such men. Such a man then was necessary, and such renunciation is what this age requires. Men and women of today, if there be among you any pure, fresh flower, let it be laid on the altar of God. If there are among you any who, being young, do not desire to return into the world, let them give up. Let them renounce. This is the one secret of spirituality, renunciation. Think of every woman as your mother. Give up this wealth. What does it matter? Wherever you are, the Lord will protect you. The Lord takes care of His children. Dare to do this. Be brave enough to do it. Such great sacrifices are necessary. Can you not see the tide of death and materialism that is rolling over these western lands? How long will you keep the bandage over your eyes? Can you not see the power of lust and unholiness that is eating into the very vitals of society? Believe me, you will not arrest these things by talk or by movements of agitation for reform, but by renunciation, by standing up in the midst of decay and death as mountains of righteousness. Talk not, but let the power of renunciation emanate from every pore of your body. Let it strike those who are struggling day and night for gold, that even in the midst of such a state of things, there can be one to whom wealth counts for nothing, nor let there be lust. Put away lust and wealth, sacrifice yourselves. But who is it that will do this? Not the worn out or the old, bruised and battered by society, but the earth's freshest and best, the strong, the young, the beautiful. Such are they who must be laid upon the altar, and by their sacrifice save the world. Lay down your lives. Make yourselves servants of humanity. Be living sermons. This and not talk is renunciation. Stand up and strike. The very sight of you will fill the worldly mind, the wealth-seeking mind, with terror. Stand you up and realize God. If you can renounce all wealth and all sex, it will not be necessary for you to speak. Your lotus will have blossomed, and the Spirit will spread. Whoever approaches you will be warmed, as it were, by the fire of your spirituality. This is the message of Sri Ramakrishna to the modern world. Care not for doctrines or for dogmas, for sects or for churches. All this count for but little compared with that essence of existence which is in each one and called spirituality. The more this is developed in a man, the more powerful is he for good. He who has most of it can do most good to his fellow men. First, then acquire that. Therefore, my master's message to the world is: be ye all spiritual, get ye first realization, and to the young and strong of every country, he, Sri Ramakrishna, would cry that the time is come for renunciation. Renounce for the sake of humanity. The time is come to act. The call now is: do, leap into the breach and save the world.